Hi folks, and welcome back to Diablo 3. Last time, of course, we left off on the tragic note where, unfortunately, Deckard Cain kicked the bucket and went to join his people in Valhalla, which is, you know, a goddamn shame, if ever there was a goddamn shame. Also, we saw that Leah kind of went Super Saiyan. If you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you didn't, then you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. She went kind of Super Saiyan. She sort of exploded all over the place. A little bit. Oh, that was our new move. We haven't tested that out. Fan of Knives. Of course, famous from the Warcraft. Yeah, World of Warcraft, probably Warcraft series as well, but Fan of Knives, like, rogues can use it, and holy shit, they can just, like, pow, run around and spam Fan of Knives and do loads of AoE damage. Anyway, Leah went batshit insane and defeated Magda, kind of, or at least scared her off enough, but unfortunately stole our friend, who is, according to Deckard, in his dying words, an angel. So, of course, we probably need to go and find him, but first we'll talk to Leah and find out what she's got to say for herself about the whole mess.
This power, I could have saved him.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one who must pay for Cain's death.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
No mere man would have survived that fall, or possessed such a powerful sword. We must find him.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the Highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
I'll be fine. I hope you will be as well, with time.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm up for a fight with Maleficent. Hopefully she doesn't turn into a dragon like she did in Snow White. Was it Snow White? Am I thinking Snow White? Or is it Sleeping Beauty? No, it's Sleeping Beauty, isn't it? Okay, anyway.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
He was. He was a bit of a dude.
The Drowned Temple was once known as the Sarsium Emporis. It was the most sacred of their temples, the site where legend claims angels would come to impart their wisdom to the Nephilim.
Okay, I can't remember exactly what she said, but Sarsium Empress or something like that kind of sounds Latin. And those people that we saw that were like chanting something when Sean Bean, you know, Trevelyan here from 006 was captured. It kind of sounded like Latin as well.
Maintain your incantations.
Ave Magistros, Ave Registras, Ave Leodastas, Ave Mandaxas, Ilias.
Your Majesty. I am free.
Right, okay. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Anyway, let's go and find where we need to go. Enter the caverns of ARANEAE, above Wortham. Let's do it. Has anyone here got anything to say to me? What do you got to say for yourselves, Nothing, apparently. Let's go. Holy shit, it feels really good to be playing through this game again, actually. I have to say, there's so many parts to this storyline that I'd totally forgotten about. These look like spider webs. They are. And ARANEAE, I think, again, that might actually be the Latin. What if I walk over these things? Is it like a Leroy Jenkins kind of moment, where if I walk over stuff... Is that what's happening here?
Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Maybe not. But it does kind of, you know, there's so many parts of this story I've forgotten about. Oh, holy shit, that was our... watch this, if I get too close. Oh no, wait. If I do my thing now, look, he does like that little backflip thing that the skill was talking about. Anyway, Roger the Alchemist is here to say something.
Hello, Wanderer. I sell quality potions and dyes at a fair price. Have a look if you like. Oh, and would you do me a favor? There's a lunatic down by the caves who wants a potion to make his blood sweet, if you can believe it. Would you mind bringing it down to him?
Okay, that's a little bit odd. Deliver the alchemist's concoction to the hermit by the caves of ARANEAE. I think it's ARANEAE. If it's not, fuck it, so be it. Anything to buy here? I wonder if there's actually something we could buy for the Templar. I mean, it's been a while since we gave anything to Sean Bean, and I'm sure he could do with a new weapon. I don't think he has two-handed weapons. I think he has a one-handed weapon, and it doesn't look like this guy's going to sell us anything of particular use.
I don't like the way that scoundrel looks at Leah.
Sean Bean doesn't like the way that the scoundrel looks at Leah.
I'll be watching him.
Probably because he's just absolutely batshit jealous of the fact that the scoundrel is a bit of a ladies' man, as we've experienced. And here is our crazed hermit. Hello.
I brought this potion from the alchemist.
This is perfect. My mistress will now accept me. Her blood and mine will soon sing as one.
Okay, the guy wasn't wrong. This guy does seem absolutely
My
crazy.
queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
Yeah, okay. No doubt about it. He is batshit insane.
The air hangs heavy with the scent of terror. This does not bode well.
Okay, so our new ability, this backflip thing, I don't know about it, to be honest. I mean, like, I can spam it and do backflips and stuff, which is really nice. I mean, I like the idea of backflipping and then doing a roly-poly. But honestly, I think the ebola was doing more damage. So let's go back to ebola. And, of course, last time we picked up the volatile ebola, which causes the explosion radius to be greater. So that sounds really good. We'll get our chance to test it now.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Sean Bean, Ned Stark is ready for a fight. And let's use our fan of knives thing here as well. How? Okay, it does a reasonable amount of damage, it would seem. And we've also encountered our first frozen enemy, which, as you can see, every now and then puts these ice balls on the floor, and they'll freeze you if you stand on them. Surprise, surprise. I'm not sure if you would have guessed that from the name, but they do. And we've got a new crossbow.
I like to think the world is safer now.
Okay, he's talking a lot. I'm not sure if he's been doing a goddamn whole bunch of cocaine or something, but he doesn't seem to be able to shut up today, which is fine. We'll leave him to it. He can carry on chatting away. I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, it's got to be said. I don't know if anyone is really a big fan of spiders. I know some people like collect, you know, they have like a tarantula as a pet and stuff, and quite frankly I think those people are absolutely fucking mad. I don't really like them. Although I was discussing recently that I dislike moths more than I dislike spiders. So, you know, I really hate moths, the way that they kind of just sort of blindly fly around and get in everyone's way. We've got 25% more experience for a short while, so we'll make sure we kill loads of stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, I really don't like moths. You know, they fly into your room. They seem to have absolutely no direction. In fact, if anything, they seem to sort of hone in on your goddamn face and just make your day worse. So when I did come across this spider the other day in my apartment, I was like, you know what? You can live. I'm not going to chuck you out. I'm going to keep you there, because as far as I'm concerned, a spider is the lesser of two evils when it comes to moths and spiders. And notoriously, spiders do eat moths. In fact, they eat pretty much all kinds of flying things.
That was just a taste.
So I'm pretty happy. I don't actually know where this spider is that was in my apartment. It seems to have gone missing, and that's a little bit disconcerting. I have heard the story that, you know, you swallow like a bunch of spiders in your lifetime. I'm not sure if I buy that, to be honest. I mean, most living things have a kind of most living things are designed to kind of live. You know, they don't actually want to die. This guy has dropped a whole bunch of materials for us, another goblin, which is really nice, and we found ourselves a one-handed axe. So just as we were talking about the Templar not having an axe, this does 7.12% damage, and this does a whopping 12.3. So
A fine choice.
there you are, Ned Stark, a new weapon for you. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't really buy the whole, you know, we swallow a bunch of spiders in our lifetime thing, because it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would a spider crawl towards a human's mouth and decide, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to end my life right here and now, and go into this guy's mouth? Anyway, we've just unlocked a bonus chest we've got some dramatic music, which has made me pee my pants slightly. And what we've got to do, apparently, is kill 100 enemies before the time remaining has depleted. It's obviously down here. We're not doing amazingly well. It's got to be said. I'm at 50%, but actually no, we might just about do it if the spawn rate of this increases. We're up to 81%. We've got a few to go. Okay, we've done it. We've managed to achieve our goal. And if you look at this kill streak, can you believe it or not, we're up to 137 kills, 145 kills in one goddamn kill streak, and we're nearly leveled. But oh, look at that! A whole level, and oh, look at that! 10, 20, 30, 40% of a level in one go. We've unlocked a new skill, and we've unlocked another rune, and that's about it. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've unlocked for the first ever secondary weapon thing we got. We've unlocked a second one. So this is the one where we throw a knife at them, and it looks like the burn damage will also do 500% weapon damage as fire over 2 seconds. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of nuts.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
That is a lot of damage, but I still don't know if it's going to be better than our rapid fire. We haven't actually tested out Chakram yet, so let's do that. Let's test out Chakram, just to see what it's all about. And we have unlocked, by the looks of things, the last of our primary skills, a grenade. Which doesn't cost much. Oh no, sorry, it generates the same amount of all the others, my bad. Throw a grenade, which bounces and explodes for 160% weapon damage as fire. We'll give it a go. I don't think it's going to be better than our exploding ebola. But nonetheless, for completing that challenge, we've unlocked, you get a second radiant chest, which is just goddamn amazing. Nothing amazing for it, except for a whopping 601 big ones, and a couple of blue items. Are any of them better? Oh, it looks like our pants are, which are the reptilian hide breeches of the hawk. Sorry, they're not pants, they're breeches. Oh, there goes a Chakram, look at that. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? You just throw around a bunch of throwing stars, by the looks of things. They're not the most accurate, it's got to be said.
Don't disturb the eggs.
Don't disturb the eggs. Well, naturally, we're going to disturb the eggs. There's a nice shiny chest here, which has got a legendary belt in it. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Let's see what this legendary belt is all about. Oh, look at that. 25 dexterity. That's we had 4 dexterity on our previous one. Our previous one being the assassin's scabbard. 25 dexterity, a bunch more life on there, and reduce the cooldown of skills, which would be nice for our fan of knives, which is our first one with a cooldown. So we'll pop that on straight away. And we've got even better pants than our leather pants of the hawk. Or what were the breeches that we put on? Sorry, no. I thought we've got some breeches just a second ago. Anyway, leather pants, ramble vessel. A bunch more dexterity on there, more life, all that good stuff. Finally, we found a helmet that might be actually slightly better than our current ones, but our current one has actually got a socket on it, and that'll become really important later on, so we'll leave it for now. Dusty bag. Hermit's
I
ring.
used to be one of them. Ordinary, untouched, until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her. I have been chosen.
Okay, this guy really is pretty
My
insane.
mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
Loving appears to be a relative term here.
And can you believe it? We have just found ourselves a... Oh, look, these are our new grenades. Let's have a look. Let's slow these guys down and throw some grenades. They do bounce, as the tooltip explained, but they are pretty garbage. I think that chap that was speaking to us just a second ago may well have been our crazed hermit, and so I'm not going to be shedding any tears tonight over his death, to be honest, because he was completely barking. Anyway, let's go back to our volatile explosive Ebola and find out what this quiver is all about. Can you believe it? 2 legendaries in the space of, like, 5 minutes. Amazing. God, look at that. 43 dexterity. I mean, currently we've only got 228 dexterity, so that's a whopping chunk of dexterity right there. It's got 18 attack speed on it, which is really nice. Reduce the resource cost again, and increase regeneration of our hatred, because we're so angry and we want to take vengeance on the world.
Your hate has made you powerful.
Brilliant. Okay, that's going to make a big difference. Look at all that health it just gave us. Huge amounts of health. I've also just noticed that Sean Bean has leveled up as well. And now he can either do a charge, which charges a target, dealing 280% weapon damage and stunning enemies, which is nice. Or he can deliver a massive blow to an enemy for 800% weapon damage. I feel like the charge is probably going to be more helpful here, although we do have things to slow stuff down. Stuns are really good. Stuns are really nice. Okay, good stuff. And we've also found the chamber of the Queen ARANEAE, which is obviously going to be a massive spider. It has to be, does it not? Talk to the woman trapped in the web. It's Frodo!
Help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims.
Oh dear.
Oh, no. No. It's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
It's not the best.
Spider Queen.
Okay, here she is. It's Shelob from Lord of the Rings. We're going to try these chakrams, but again, I don't feel that they're as powerful as perhaps the rapid fire was, which was really, really nice actually. And I don't think we can change it because we're in combat at the moment. We're in a fight, so we can't change our abilities halfway through a fight. It doesn't want us to do that. Let's do a cheeky roll over here, throw down some ebolas, another roll over here. Nice stuff. So I think this is another boss of sorts. I mean, she's got nearly double the health that the Skeleton King had. The Skeleton King, of course, had, I think it was 4,004 health, and this bitch has got just under 8,000, so she's taken quite a bit more damage. But of course, we do loads more damage than since we had our showdown with the Skeleton King. Let's throw out some chakrams. Yeah, they're not the best. I think they're not the best just owing to their lack of what do you call it? Accuracy.
I can't hang here like this a moment longer.
They're
I'll
not
go
brilliant.
mad.
But we have found our first pair of shoulders, which did give us some dexterity and some vitality, which is really nice. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at those. Oh yeah, we're looking like a real boss now. Fantastic. What does she want? Harvest the pool of venom and do something with this lady. Karina, be free.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please
Hey, are
leave
you
this
related
horrible
to the
place?
mystic in town by any chance? You seem to have similar kind of attributes.
Well, for things other than my visions.
Yeah, you've got massive tits.
Everyone wants to...
No? Maybe just me? Or maybe Mrs. Doubtfire. Are you related to her? Him? Ah, and another picture here. It looks like a kind of temple thing. Good stuff. Okay, what's she got to say for herself? Come on, Karina, talk to me.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven. I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the stuff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves.
We probably deserved it.
Find the stuff in my cart in the Highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
Okay, so Karina has stolen a staff, and now she wants
These lands
us
once belonged to the crown.
to get it back. I'm going to change back to rapid fire, withering fire, because holy shit, I really like that ability. Actually, wait, let's try this chemical burn for the throwing knives. The animation, I have to say, doesn't actually look very different to the original one. Let's have a look. It does quite a lot of damage, though. not a bad amount of damage. Ah, and we found some new lore.
The wither moth is a curious phenomenon. It is tremendously large for an insect, and somehow its size allows it to expel a charging force when attacked. For this reason, few have survived to study it in great detail, including many notable academics. In fact, please do not inquire further upon this subject.
Oh god. Just as I was talking about moths, this guy's decided to tell us that there are a whole bunch of moths around here. So, as I was saying, the lesser of two evils being spiders. I would prefer to take the spiders. This chemical burn, it doesn't seem the best. I'm going back to Withering Fire. Holy shit, I just love doing that, to be honest. That's really good. Okay, so we're looking for a staff that the busty lady has stolen. And I'm not too sure that we should be helping her, but we are. Not only because of her large bosom, but because it's going to help us progress through the game, and we don't really have a choice. So let's do just that.
Won't go down easily.
These guys are going to get Fan of Knived. Yeah, it does a reasonable amount of damage, the Fan of Knived. Whoa, okay, so we're in a battle now. We've got two sets of elite monsters chasing us, so we're going to do some dodging and weaving. I've accidentally changed over my number 1 ability. I want that to remain as Caltrops, but we'll have to make do and just, play like the MLG player that we are. Okay, great. I'm going to pick up this Pool of Reflection, get increased experience while we do this, and lay down Fan of Knives. Pow! Look at them all go. So Fan of Knives are pretty powerful. The cooldown is 10 seconds, maybe brought down a little bit by the legendary belt that we just found. But it's still quite a powerful move, and I guess if stuff gets a little bit too close to us, like this bozo here, pow, you can just get rid of him in one go. Excellent. Okay, and I accidentally changed Smokescreen. I want to go back to Caltrops. I like the ability to be able to slow stuff all in one go. That's really good. Okay, I think that's going to wrap it up here. So we've killed the Spider Queen, which is just great. And what we're going to do is next time we'll continue looking for the Khazra staff and go to Leoric's mansion, which I'm assuming is where the Mad King resided and probably sent himself batshit insane, rocking backwards and forwards in the corner of a room, perhaps smacking his head on a melon or something similar like that. I don't know what crazy people do. Anyway, thanks very much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time!